What's up, everybody? It's good to see you again. I took a little hiatus as I usually do, right? I'm back though, and we're going to talk about the Cancer man and Taurus woman compatibility. These two have in common things relative to the home. They're going to want a comfortable home, all right? The scenery has to be comforting. They also both have a tendency to be hoarders, right? So they like mementos and things that have meaning to them, sentimental value. Also, the strive for finances. Cancer man has a real keen ability of striving for finances, and like you can even, if you know some Cancer people, you can tell that even when they have it, when they're well off, they are still on the go to obtain more finances. Like they can be rich 10 times over and it doesn't matter, they're still on the go. So that's something to keep in mind, Taurus woman. If you can because you know a Taurus woman likes to be relaxed and at home the same way that a Cancer man would like to be too. So like these two do great when they're at home, right? Because they're comforting each other. Cancer man loves that emotional time that they can have with their loved one, their significant other, and especially with family. Taurus woman is going to put everything above and beyond when it comes to her family. She's going to put friends at first as well too, and this is something that Taurus woman may need to look out for, is putting her friends before herself. Like you can see a Cancer man doing things like that as well. Looking out for their people. However, Cancer man have a more ability to look out for self and think about taking care of themselves first and then taking care of others, how that goes, right? In that process, in that order. However, it's still a thing that they have similar and that they have in common. As far as parents too, that's another similarity that they have. If these two are going to be a couple that have kids better watch out. And I say this, right, is because like these are the parents that are going to like grab you and kiss you on your cheeks before you go into school and stuff like that. Like the Cancer parent is going to be there like totally all the time, right? And the Taurus woman, she's going to be like, trying to get the kid in private school and stuff like that. Like that's where she's going to want to be spending the money at, and it doesn't really matter if the kid wants it or not. It's pretty much what I'm saying. When it comes to the Taurus woman, it really doesn't matter what the kid is going to grow into. She already has this plan developed. Taurus and their plan. She has this plan developed that is going to get her kid the things that she either didn't have growing up, or what she had planned for the child before the child was even born, right? So one thing that's something to beware of, that you possibly will want to think about growing out of that gridlock, letting your kids grow a bit. Cancer man, you as well. And I think that one thing that I say about Cancer men, right? Because with Cancer men, they're ruled by the moon. See, so when a Cancer man can be snappy, all right? So it depends on what's going on around them. Like they can respond to that rather quickly. And with them being intuitive, like it's not like a need to be prideful or show ego or something like that. It's not one of those. It's something based upon an instinct that they sense that, it's the correct thing to do, and a lot of the times I say, I can't blame a Cancer because of their behavior, because they're ruled by the moon, and it's like this is the most fast-paced moving celestial energy in the universe, right? It moves every 3 days through a sign. So it's like the whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing is really relative to a Cancer, because their mood can switch just like that. Cancer man is going to, Taurus woman, be on the lookout for environments that are not cozy to the Cancer man, because you can see a temper, which is sometimes, if you can see them snap, which is sometimes mistaken for a temper, right? And, they will easily say it's because of the energy that's in the room. So I say that to say this, and this is for both signs as well, another similarity, in the work environment, right? The environment has to be upbeat. For one thing, the Cancer man is going to absorb that mood. Okay, so if the mood is down and it's drowsy and it's dark and gray, then the Cancer is going to behave that way too. And the Cancer, it's not going to really, enough of that is going to make the Cancer want to leave. The Cancer is going to get up out of there. That's also with finances, like if the check is not aligned well with the work, the Cancer man's going to move on too. Taurus woman, on the other hand, work environment, they'll stay. Taurus woman won't like to change. You know what I mean? They're a fixed sign and they'll stay and stick it out to their detriment. So Taurus woman, keep this in mind. Cancer man, keep this in mind when you are conversing with your Taurus woman, because she'll stick it out because she develops some friendships there. And she's just like, you know, Taurus women don't like change. So it'll be difficult for them. However, this is a piece of advice for the Taurus woman and Cancer man, since you're listening, right? Advise her or encourage her to take hold of opportunities that she comes across when she's dealing with coworkers, because that's where the hidden treasures are. Even if that person that they're talking to is not top level management over there, that Taurus woman can benefit from that opportunity if it's something that she has interest in or is good at doing. Taurus women are great with their hands, dealing with anything with hair care. Taurus woman, or even being a masseuse. If you're an artist, Cancer man is going to look at the gradual, patient style of the Taurus woman as, he's going to look at it as a challenge. Cancer man's going to look at Taurus gradual style and patient approach to things as a challenge, because as I said before, Cancer man picks up on things rather quickly, the surrounding area around him, right? So not only that, it's because Cancer man likes the affection from their significant other. So when it comes time to that, Taurus women, for the most part, are not the most emotional people. They're really not. And the only time that they really get emotional is when they get angry, or when they begin to feel possessive and jealous over their significant other. See, so Cancer man, you have to be on the lookout for this too. So these are the two things that I need you to look out for. Cancer man, look out for the Taurus woman being possessive and jealous of you, period, right? Because it's you. Like, the Taurus woman must feel, she must have, right? Possess, she must possess. That's her thing. This can conflict with the Cancer man because that emotion is not shown to him. Like, when you're alone together and stuff like that, Taurus women are so cool, like, you know what I mean? It's not really like a whole emotional thing. And Cancer men, they like hugging people, you know what I mean? They want to hug you, they want to feel you, they want to laugh around, they want to joke. They're family oriented to the point where they express it, you know what I mean? To the point where they can actually be smothering as well. And this could be another thing that conflicts with the Taurus woman, is smothering. And don't get me wrong, Taurus women, they like to cuddle and stuff like that. They can be highly sensual. However, there's a time and place for all of that. The Cancer man can respond to that in a harsh type of way. For the most part, like, this union is harmonious. There's more positives, there's more pros than there is cons. And family life, home life, their view on finances, riches, material possessions. Well, that's another thing also as well that may conflict. Let's bring it back to finances real quick too. Taurus are more spenders than Cancers are. And you may find that weird because Cancers are so adamant they're more adamant about money than Tauruses are. It's a pretty even match, but Cancers will go all out to go get the money, right? So you would think that when they obtain it that they will spend it the same way. However, that's not true. Now, don't get me wrong, they will purchase things that are of high value. However, they will do their best to amass as much cash or stash as much cash away as possible, because they like that security. They need these two securities: emotional security and financial stability. Financial security. Taurus women believe that they can substitute their spending habits with the deals that they get. No one is going to be the Taurus woman at getting a deal on something. I've seen it happen. Sometimes I call Taurus women purposely to tell them to go look up something for me, and even if they gotta buy it, and I like give them the money back, because for whatever reason, if it's on the internet, they'll find a better link than I can. We're using the same internet, we use the same browser. How'd that happen? This is how good Taurus women are at getting the bargain. Both of them like clutter. All right, so That's one thing in the house. Yeah, it'll be fun and it'll be nice and cozy and comfortable. However, it may be filled with a bunch of things that nobody's going to do. But the both of you might like that about each other, right? Because it's family life, it's home life. The both of you may like that about each other and be like, okay, yeah, we'll put another picture up on the wall. You see, what's also good about this union is Cancer man is going to want to take care of someone, take care of a significant other, the same way that they want to take care of their closest friends, the same way that they take care of their family members that they're close to, is the same way that they're going to want to take care of their significant other. So Taurus will luck up in this situation because a Taurus will like to be taken care of, okay? They will not mind that. So that adds up. This is how it is, what I see with Cancer men. It's either they go back to the people that, or to the person that they felt a soulful connection to, because they can't find no one else that's going to connect with them or vibe with them on that level. Again, it's difficult for them. So, like you can see from what I've observed, more Cancers try to go back with their exes than any other sign. And you might be able to gamble on that and bet that. So when you get into new relationships and stuff like that, you might want to keep an eye out to see if Cancer man is hooking up with their ex-girlfriends. And I know this may start a little controversy, however, I gotta give it to you the way it's supposed to be given to you. It's how it is. So, however, at the same time, the flip side to that is a Cancer man's ambition is going to want to push them forward to say, well, you know what? The reason why that first relationship didn't work out is because we're not compatible, because her drive doesn't match my drive. So now I have to find, my soul connection is out there again. I just have to keep driving until I find someone who has that drive. And Taurus woman, this may be where you may feel some type of insecurities or jealousness or possessiveness over your Cancer man, because you won't necessarily be the prestigious one. It doesn't always happen that way. Like, you might be really laid back and, you know, just fine with the way life is going for you at the time, and gradual and patient. As long as you get there, steady is the pace for the Taurus, right? And, you know, because the Cancer man is moving about at that pace, at that rate, this may be where your insecurities come in. So this may be where the relationship struggles at. You understand what I'm talking about? Also, you gotta look at this. Cancer man is the initiator. However, Taurus woman is the finisher. Cancer man might become furious or impatient with the Taurus woman because of her style. However, you think you're going to get her to change that? I doubt it. And what I advise, as I said before, is for her to make that type of movements when it comes to career opportunities. Because when she does that, when she's not afraid of change when it comes to that, that's what's going to catapult her into being having a more secure foundation. Taurus women have the tendency to attract partners that have the same possessiveness and jealous traits that they do. For the most part, though, like, I hope I describe the differences and the similarities. I hope I described the differences and the similarities to the best of my ability. I mean, I feel I did. I sense that I did. However, if I didn't, get in the comment box. Let me know. I'm out.
Put them rose petals on my wood. If we hanging out, two-face, only then chicks, still I bring it out. Do a red pick, make a wish, bring it out. Set my candlestick in your cake, turn that cake around. Let me see. I'ma hop into my avatar. You should hop into your avatar. Let's update each other's repertoire. As above, as below, I hop into her avatar.